What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Happy Friday to my peeps and my peoples. What's going on? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Shay Johnson. She recently responded to the latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, where her baby father disrespected her mother in the most astounding, atrocious way ever. And then he called her names, got up in her face, and security had to remove him. But it seems like Shay Johnson's brother wants smoke with him, so we shall see. She gonna respond to that. Hopefully she done smelled the problem, sir. Okay, so let's move on from that situation and let's get into Von Shay. She responds and she makes some allegation towards Gunplay, which is like, whoa, this man done already hit rock bottom. Be careful, young girl. We're going to get to what she had to say about her husband. And we're going to get to the situation when it comes to Jason Derulo and this whole allegations and lawsuit against him. And he's going to clap back and respond, and we shall check it all out.
I've seen a lot of disrespect and ignorance coming from a fool. And that was my fault for making a bad choice and decision. Just know that I get rid of fools in my life. Idiots, ignorant individuals. But ain't nobody gonna ever come before my mama. Know that. Regardless of what our differences are. Ain't no man, nobody, I don't care who you are, will never come before my mama. And y'all gotta understand, what I will say is, when my mother sat down and had a conversation with a fool, I was nowhere around. I was in a whole separate location, which is fine. So I seen a lot of stuff that y'all seen last night, and I'm all like, I was ready to jump through the TV screen just like y'all. For real. I wanted to do some things that probably put me in jail.
The reason why my daughter had a heart defect is because of his drug abuse history. Like, he was the cause of her defect. Y'all could Google this. Anybody who abuses cocaine, ketamine, which he did too, he actually OD'd on ketamine twice. Cocaine, ketamine, all those type of things, like, it causes cognitive, like, disorders and dysfunctions and shit. So that's why my daughter's heart was, and he took it really hard. And I just wasn't with it. Like, I told him once I found out about his history, I was like, look, the moment you start using, I'm out. So I thought giving him that ultimatum was going to, like, keep him doing well. Cleared it out the window. Okay, see, someone just said he stopped doing it right before he got with me, but he's been doing that. See, I didn't know that. That's what I'm telling you. I did not know that. I'm just not finding out. And when I did realize he started using, that's when a lot of our fights were starting. I would ask him, like, why are you sniffing like that? He's very yellow, so it's like his nose will be super red. And he'd be using, like, the Afrin little nose spray. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, it's just allergies. And I believed it because allergy season down here was bad. So I was just a dumbass because I don't know if they're going to air it correctly. But the reason Richard relapsed is because the doctors have to
normally comment. But these claims are completely false and hurtful. I stand against all forms of harassment. And I remain supportive of anybody following their dreams. I've always strived to live my life in a positively impactful way. And that's why I sit here before you deeply offended by these defamatory claims. God bless.
So hopefully in this situation, it seems like Shay Johnson got her head on straight. She may have been with him for 10 years on a DL and she didn't want to come public with him. I see why you didn't want to come public with him. He is an embarrassment for real. But the word out on the street is because he got a fiance. But whatever the case is, it seems like Shay Johnson's not going to put up with the mess. You know, she gave him enough rope and he hung himself. Okay, hopefully that's the case and she moved forward and she moves on in the situation and basically co-parent a very healthy way that she possibly can, especially with having a man that is your baby daddy that get up in your mama face and disrespect her on national TV, swear at her, cuss at her, stand over her in an aggressive manner and clap his hand. Like, what are you, Susan? Like, what's going on, Poppy? Like, what's happening with, Fabian? And is he thinking he gangster because he's yelling and he's being aggressive towards a woman in her 60s? Okay, where they do that at? And who raised you? Once again, who knows? But in any event, moving on from that situation, let's talk about Von Shay. Von Shay, as you guys seen earlier in the video, she basically responds to and let us know that the cause of her daughter's defect in her is because of gunplay, use of different narcotics and alcohol, where his sperm was deformed and basically caused that whole issue. And once he found out that he is the problem, that it was him and his use and his addictions that caused his daughter to have that defect, he went off the deep end. And then Von Shay says she has no idea. She don't know what's going on. She didn't know, that he had a drug problem before. Like, the whole world knew. Like, there's videos of him online on YouTube, with the white stuff, and there's plenty of things out here. There's plenty of episodes of Love and Hip Hop Miami that would let you know when you have a plethora of information on one of your spouses, your husband. Before you even go there, you have all this information that's out on social media, and she's supposed to be data collecting and intel and information and all that other stuff. You should have gathered all that on him, baby. But hopefully she's doing better. Hopefully the baby's doing better. And, she moved forward with her life, because this ain't it, child. And I would be very cautious. This man has lost everything. He's lost you. He kind of lost his daughter as well for now. He might lose his freedom for a long, long time. And then on top of that, it's exposed to the world that he can't afford to pay for the surgeries. And also he is the cause of their daughter's, heart defect. So, he's probably all the way over there on rock bottom. If he gets his hand on any substance and started thinking too much, girl, just stay safe. Please stay safe. And, if you want to teach and you want to show people how to deal with domestic violence situation and what to do and things of that nature, maybe, but don't poke the bear. Don't have this man showing up at your house in the middle of the night, because he know how to do a B&E. So we send them all the best of luck. So let's get to this whole situation when it comes to Jason Derulo. He is at the center of a lawsuit filed Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court that alleged that he made unwanted sexual advances towards plaintiff Imaja Gibson. As you can see, she's on the screen next to Jason. And she was signed to his label, and he took her under his wing in 2021 to make multiple albums and a mixtape, which she alleged never happened. And also in this lawsuit against Jason Derulo, it's also against his former manager Frank Harris and Atlantic Records and RCA Records as well. They're serving as defendants. And she's also saying that Jason is in breach of contract. She also states that he threatened of physical harm and unwanted sexual advances. She alleged that Jason acted as her mentor, her supervisor at Atlantic Records and at Future. Also alleged that she was told or she will be required to partake in goat skin and fish scales to succeed in the music business. She states this in her lawsuit. This is crazy. And she states that reference of goat skin and fish scales is a Haitian reference referring to conducting sexual rituals and things of that nature on a whole nother level. She also says that Jason pressured her to drink. She did not want to drink, and he would fill her drink up with liquor, and she would say, this is too strong, I don't want it, I don't know why you're trying to get me drunk, I'm not trying to drink, I'm here to do business. This is alleged. And also she says once she was rejecting his offers of alcohol and rejecting him, period, he was aggressive and inappropriate behavior. that basically she had to endure on multiple occasions and multiple situations. She said after meeting Jason in New York on November 18th, 2021, he yelled at her and he hit the armrest of the seat of the SUV. Basically, she said he intimidated her, he scared her, and things of that nature. And she also stated one time she arrived late to the studio for a recording section on June 7th, 2022. Jason charged at her and they got into an argument. And she said after that, he never reached out to her and she reached out to him and she sent him messages and he would never respond. And then her contract with, Atlantic Records was terminated. Her employment was terminated in September of 2022. And she doesn't understand why. And it's been alleged in the court documents that, her mother called Atlantic Records. She called the people to try to tell them what was going on, what was happening. Can they sit down? Can they have a meeting? Can they talk about these things that are going on? There hasn't been any type of promotion. There hasn't been any recording. There hasn't been anything done. And also, wanting to talk about sexual harassment. And basically, it states that the mother was, just worn off. Like she was just told to kick rocks. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. And when it comes to Miss Gibson, she says that now she suffers from breakdown. She suffers from weight loss, insomnia, and she has mood swings, and she has feelings of hopelessness, and she has no motivation. She's depressed, feeling betrayed, and all the deception that went on. And she is suing for an unspecified amount and damages, and also unpaid wages and just losses that she just lost. And she's also suing for emotional distress and medical expenses as well. And she is demanding a trial by jury. Y'all tell me what y'all think.